want to put my hair like in a bun or something. It's just everywhere today. Really, just kind of like in my face. That's ugly as fuck. We'll put it in a ponytail. That's better. Hello everybody, my name is Yana. Oh wait, no, this is not for my channel. This is for trash. What the fuck is... How are you guys doing? I hope you're all doing fantastic. As you guys know already, it is first time week here on Trash, and I am going to talk to you about something that I have never talked about on the internet before. Surprisingly enough. Really weird how I've never talked about this before actually thinking about it. But the first time I've ever smoked weed, but we're not even ending it there. You see, the first time I ever smoked weed, I didn't get high. So we're giving this video a double fucking whammy, and we are talking about the first time I smoked weed, as well as the first time I actually got high. So, let's do this. The first time I smoked marijuana, I was 14 years old and I was a freshman in high school. I was in this group of friends and we were called the Fantastic Four. And we all had nicknames and it was me, Kim, Laura, and Brittany. We weren't known in the school to be like stoners, but we were kind of like, we did kind of get in a little bit of trouble here and there. And we all had nicknames, so... Brittany's nickname was Spidey, and she got that nickname because when she would smoke weed and get fucked up, one time, what the fuck? Did something just touch my foot? Brittany's name was Spidey because when she would smoke weed and get fucked up, she used to say that she was Spider-Man. Again, we were 14. Kim's nickname was Pyro because she was obsessed with fire. She was always playing with fire. Laura's nickname was Force because she would smoke weed, but like she wouldn't really inhale it, and she would act super high, so we would say that she was forcing it, and we would call her Force. And my nickname was Fiend because I was a fiend for everything. But anyway, that was us, the Fantastic Four, and this was the first time I was gonna smoke weed. And I remember we were talking about it in high school, and we were in my English class. Was his name Mr. Hoyt or Mr. Hogan? No, it was definitely not Hogan. Who's Hogan? Is Bridget's last name Hogan? I think his name was Mr. Hoyt. And I remember we were in a group and we're like, we're gonna smoke weed tonight. It was like a Friday night. We would always go to Laura's house. It was called the Potty House. And we met up with some older kids that we were getting the weed from and that were rolling us a blunt because we didn't know what the fuck we were doing. And I remember I walked into this house and I saw these three boys that were probably like 18, 19 years old. I'm 14. Rolling just weed. It was just weed. They were rolling blunts on the table. It was nothing but weed. And I remember I walked into this house and looked at the table and I was like the way I felt, the way my body felt would be how I would feel now if I walked into a house and saw people like shooting up heroin. Like I thought it was the worst thing in the world. I thought they were breaking all the laws. I thought if we got caught we were gonna fucking go to prison forever. Like I thought it was like the worst thing in the world to see all that weed on the table. Like it's so funny when you're young and you think that like certain things are so bad, and in reality like they're not the worst of things. But I remember I saw the weed and I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I'm gonna go to jail, I'm gonna go to jail. And I was like, calm down, calm down, calm down. And they rolled us the blunt and we waited a little bit and then we decided we were gonna smoke it. So we went outside right across the street to the park. This is where the story gets so great. We were standing under like, I don't even know what you call it, you know those plastic like stairway things that they have in parks, like, you know, the steps that are near the monkey bars and shit. We were sitting underneath one of them, like crunching with the blunt in the lighter. So we're like lighting it and hitting it, lighting it and hitting it. There's tons of wind, so it's super hard. We're hardly getting in any smoke as it is. Even the smoke that we are getting, and none of us are actually inhaling it into our lungs because we don't know what the fuck we're doing. I'd probably take like a few hits. Nothing happens at all. We hear a fucking police car. I have the blunt. Shut up. I freak out so bad that I drop the blunt and kick it into the playground. It was like dirt mixed with mulch and shit, like scraped it in because I'm thinking the cops are coming, they're gonna find us, they're gonna smell the weed, they're gonna fucking get it, we're gonna go to jail. And I destroyed the blunt. And that was the first time I ever tried smoking weed. Now, the first time I ever got high. Fast forward like 2 years probably. I tried smoking weed for the first time at 14, but I didn't really start like smoking weed until I was like 16 or 17. So I was probably like 16 here. And I made it my mission to learn how to do smoke tricks. I have a vape. Should I see if I could show you any smoke tricks? Every day. Yeah, you can even vape, bro. And I made it my mission at this age to learn how to do what is called a ghost hit or a kill hit. And it is when you puff out, you know, a cloud of smoke and you inhale it again. And the thing about that trick is if done properly, they get you really fucking stoned because you're inhaling it, but then you're pushing it back into your lungs. So I was trying to train myself how to do that, and I was taking the hits in front of the mirror, trying to learn how to do it. And I started getting good at it, and I did so many of them in a row that I got high for the first time, and I literally remember this like it was yesterday. I was laying in my hallway floor, cracking up laughing, thinking to myself, this is what being high feels like. Like, this is what I've been waiting for. And it is true. Obviously, like, the more you smoke weed, the less the high is. Like, you know, people know that I'm very pro-medical marijuana, and I've come to a point where it just chills me out and relaxes me. I never will get so stoned that I'm cracking up on the floor. Well, I never say never. But yeah, that was the first time I ever got high. I remember I was laying on the hallway, like, cracking up laughing, and that was the only thing I could remember. Like, wow, I'm high. Like, this has to be it. This is it. Like, I know I'm high now. And I thought it would be funny to share both stories with you. And with that being said, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this week of first times on trash. Make sure you stay tuned for Sunday to find out what next week is gonna be, because we have a good one for you. And again, I love you guys so fucking much, and I will see you next Friday. Peace.